about to die, which is not a good. That's not a good place for Falco to be.
No, it is not. Especially against DK.
So
DK is good stuff.
Yeah, at the end of that game there, instead he goes a little bit closer to DK and does the same thing from closer. It's easier to stuff DK's moves, so hopefully we can make that adjustment for some low tiers in the future. I'm trying to see who's playing. Looks like I see Greasy and SpoodBeest. Didn't this happen already?
That's a run back. Yep.
All right, let me tell you the story.
I've heard the story. You should tell
are we recording the VOD? We need. Okay, this story needs to be heard. So the whole DE squad was cheering first off. Greasy did have his headphones on, but I don't know if it helped. We end up at Game 3. It was a very close set. Are we starting? It doesn't matter. I have to tell the end of the story. It's too good. So Greasy, it's fine. It's Fountain of Dreams. It ends up being last stock. SpoodBeest did miss a ledge dash during the game, and he's putting on tons and tons of damage. The first stock on that game, SpoodBeest lived at like 240%. It ends up being last stock, both of them close to like 100% or something, and SpoodBeest is like over 100. He's like 150 or whatever. SpoodBeest like gets knocked off, he makes it back a few times, and you're like, okay, eventually he's going to get edge guarded. So Greasy finally gets the down tilt he's looking for. Phantom hit. SpoodBeest makes it back on stage. He gets like forward tilted off or forward aired off. The next time around, Greasy's preparing for the down tilt. Misfire. He goes right over the down tilt, hits Greasy. Greasy explodes off the side blast zone. Actually, he didn't because he rage quit. And the crowd goes wild. So somehow SpoodBeest was able to pull out that game.
That's so wild.
And but since I watched that set, we'll pick up on what they learned from each other in the last set and their adjustments here going forward into this one.
I want to say Brett is pretty favored in this matchup.
Yes.
Like all-time wise.
Lifetime, yeah.
Like Greasy has won, but typically Brett is good at this. Jude has been getting better and better at it though. He used to struggle with he used to struggle with Brett a lot more. But lately he has been improving in the Luigi matchup. Brett still shows that Marth is one of his best matchups. His self-proclaimed best matchup.
Yeah, and you know what? Like back in the day when I was first coming up, when I was a Marth main,
yeah.
We were like half Marths in Delaware. Yeah, everyone was playing Marth.
Taiwan. I mean, Tim was still one of the best players in the state.
And even recently, SpoodBeest getting so good at this matchup, he's been able to. He had for many years, for like a decade, never able to beat Ultima Scout. Yep. He finally did it, and now he's starting to do it regularly.
Yep.
And so this matchup is really strong for him now. And
I feel like Brett struggles with that in general. Whenever he has demons, like he just struggles so hard with actually beating them.
He's a mindset guy. He's a choker. He has a hard time in high pressure situations, which is why in teams it's such a focus for his partner. It should be to like keep him calm, to make him just like focus on the game. You're a good player, a very smart player.
He is smart. And I've talked to him about the game a number of times, and I always enjoy what he has to say.
Yeah.
He's been playing for a long time.
He's one of the Luigis, so like if you watch his style, because there's a lot of different types of Luigis.
Yeah.
His goal, if I had to say it, is to keep himself actionable as much as possible without giving up position.
Yeah.
So that's really strong against Marth, because Marth is a committed man. Ladies, if you were looking for a single gentleman to have kids with, this is the guy, because he is sticking with you. Every time he swipes his sword, there's lag on it. He's a very committed guy. And so if you're Brett, SpoodBeest, and you're keeping yourself actionable, anytime Marth does something laggy like that, you're able to punish it.
Yep.
And Luigi's really strong. And he's got those quicks like that. And here's another thing that we picked up from Nagy, who is sort of coaching SpoodBeest in the matchup a little bit.
Yep.
So Greasy's not so much a swinger or a dash dancer. He's a little bit of both. He's actually a really good mix, right?
Yeah, he used to be more of a dash dancer, but lately he's been mixing it in well, which is optimally what Marth should do.
Yeah, it's very good. But
that's what Zane does, I mean.
So against Luigi, like, you can't dash dance too much against Luigi. He's fast enough to overshoot you with his wave dash and such. So one thing that Greasy's been doing in this match in particular is using full hop fairs. So the adaptation from SpoodBeest in the last set was whenever he saw Greasy jump up and do a full hop, he would trade Luigi's forward air for Marth's forward air. Not a good trade for Marth, except at some particular percents. So that was a big move, and we'll see if that's going to proceed into this set or if Greasy's going to play it a little different.
Greasy doing well, positioning well.
Yes,
landing a lot of these tippers.
He has edge guard looking quite good this game.
You saw him back off from the ledge when he side beat. He's super afraid of that misfire.
Yeah.
That's something you shouldn't be afraid of. You should be prepared for it. Like, you should But you shouldn't fear it.
Well,
you know what I mean?
think
Because it'll just throw you off. You know.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of Luigi's misfire.
And I mean, that's why a lot of
Marths
opt for forward smash, right? It kind of covers both, doesn't
yeah,
it?
exactly.
So, the down
you just
tilt,
have to time it well enough.
Down tilt, a great choice, of course. But if you're at a really high percent, maybe it's not worth taking that chance.
Yes. Like there, oh wow. I was going to say there is where down tilt's really good, but he just misfired, kind of cancels that out.
Yeah. I mean, every now and then, Luigi gets a little lucky, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay because he's Luigi.
And his recovery is super bad.
Yep.
And sometimes he'll get the misfire and torpedo off the stage.
Whoa, this chat is just wild.
All right, guys, let's treat each other nicely.
All right.
Wow, he just tosses him off the stage.
Really quick.
Okay, I thought we were going to see a forward smash or something more powerful. No, he keeps him close and then gets the reverse up air.
This is pretty good stuff from both of them. I like what Brett's going for in terms of like this edge guard. He just Greasy was just able to get around it.
Yeah, Greasy choosing options that may get him hit, but not KO'd. And that's a pretty good way to play against Luigi, because eventually, if you keep playing, it's not a 50-50.
That's like a really good way to play in general, but especially against a character like Luigi, who only has a couple kill options. And like, I know that's what Armada does, like, completely different matchup, but like Peach Falco, like, I've seen him play West Balls. He'll get hit by a whole bunch of moves, but he'll never get hit by a strong bear.
Yes, yes.
And that's something to take note of.
All right, I got to talk about, because that stock was beautiful from Greasy, and here's why.
Yeah.
Let me talk about the game plan versus Luigi, especially as someone like Marth. Luigi is very dangerous if you're right next to him. Look at this, he's so powerful. He can grab you, he can put 2 aerials on your shield, scary. He's also scary 1 full wave dash distance away, because he can just zip in there, you can do a forward tilt. There's a distance right there. You see that distance? If Luigi wave dashes, he can't reach that. Ooh, okay, kills himself.
Greasy throws that stock. I think he expected him to up B sooner.
I think so, yeah.
So, I mean, he still would have died from that, though, I think.
I think he just did it before he jumped.
Yeah.
So,
but it doesn't seem like it phased him, really. Anyways, what were you saying?
Yeah, moral of the story is that Greasy's keeping himself in this mid-range, and he's using a lot of aerials or down tilts, a lot of walling moves, such that, like, SpoodBeest can't wave dash in, and standing still isn't gaining him anything. So he's just going to win.
That was really solid play from Greasy. He's definitely gotten a lot better at this matchup. I haven't seen him play it in a while, and I'm very impressed.
He's doing a lot of like dash forward or a short wave dash forward and putting himself in that mid-range position, and then it's hard to know whether he's going to do 1 fair, 2 fairs, a dash back, or a down tilt. And SpoodBeest is like...
His positioning is great.
Yeah, it's like, when do I come in? And can I? And then most of the time he gets hit instead of having a successful approach.
Yes.
And fireballs are not an excellent projectile, so he can't force Marth to approach that well.
Wow. Ooh, that was nice.
Yeah, excellent back air.
So wait, this is a run back to the first stage they played on.
Yes.
Okay.
SpoodBeest used to be I pick my favorite stage guy. It seems like today he's picking based on how him and his opponent are both playing.
Yes.
He picked Yoshi's
That's
against
how you want to
R&R,
counterpick.
which he does not like Yoshi's in that matchup typically. But he said, like, this is the right stage. We need to do it. So maybe show him more confidence, and that's a big step for SpoodBeest.
Absolutely. I would say something similar about Greasy. Like,
yes.
He's more confident in, like, how he's playing the matchup. He used to fear the character. And since he's playing in that mid-range, I think inherently that means he's more confident. Like, he's playing the way you should.
Yeah, I think that, so you can have confidence, and that's always a good thing. But if it's founded in knowledge or skill or some sort of, like, refined game plan, it's very easy to have confidence, first off. It's less shakeable, secondly. And third, you also have the game plan to fall back on.
Exactly.
And it looks like he's really turned it around. I don't know if this happened like in between sets, because it's looking good. And now SpoodBeest...
Yeah, I did not see the first set, unfortunately. I wish I did.
Yeah, and now SpoodBeest, you can see him implementing in this game, because he's also a very quickly adapting player, timing mix-ups. A lot of the times, he just crouch for a second and then wave dash at him. Maybe you'll get the fair out. And like I said, he's a very committed man. So SpoodBeest keeping himself actionable, just like we were talking about, and then punishing over and over.
Stango said in the chat, he said Brett gives up position too much for just a hit.
Yeah, and I think
say it's fairly true.
I also think
from my experience,
I think he feels like he has to right now, in particular.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh. Similar to Jude.
So he just gave up his whole stock just to get a hit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Stango.
Stango with the read.
Reads from across the internet.
Yup.
I thought
Who knows where he is? Probably Delaware.
Yeah, I thought right there we were going to see the wave dash back, like the zoo at the back air again, because it might have worked. That time he grabs the ledge. Not able to get a strong aerial out.
Good little wave dash up smash. Really good option for Luigi.
He does the stutter step.
Oh, and he came. That's 2 SDs at really low percent. Greasy can win this.
Oh, no.
And Jude is going to take advantage. Greasy. I keep saying their names.
I really like him going to the middle range.
Oh, okay,
poking.
he goes, though.
Yeah, so he goes in the middle range, pokes, runs really far away. But I think SpoodBeest has sort of picked up on... How do I put this? So a lot of the times in Melee, it's this beautiful thing. A lot of fighting games, you pick one thing or you pick the other. In this game, you can pick things in degrees. That time you noticed that Greasy picked, like, down tilt into run way back. And SpoodBeest playing Luigi is one of the characters that can punish that. So he says, all right, I see that when Greasy does run away, he runs really far away. And then you're going to see him sliding in. Yeah, you're going to see him sliding in with that wave dash forward tilt or down smash or going for the green tornado. Okay, tries a shield drop. Greasy up tilts it. Big combo. I thought he was going to edge cancel. Randall's here. He recovers to Randall.
Randall save.
I think he might have made it back anyway that time. And he does the zoo. Looks like it's been working out pretty well against Greasy. I think Greasy kind of floating pretty near the ledge when he's trying to recover.
I thought that was going to tip her, actually. I guess he was just a little too close. But going for that slightly angled down tilt, the Yoshi's down tilt. It's like preposterously good. It hits super low.
SpoodBeest talks about the SpoodBeest tax, similar to the Cobalt one, where you just have to give up one stock based for a ledge dash each set.
That's definitely true.
Yeah, he's the king of losing me team sets in the last stock by ledge dashing.
That's true.
No, it's not.
Oh, this is our teammates, I just realized, from today.
Yes,
That's pretty funny.
We should have been doing biased commentary the whole time.
Oh my god.
I think it's too late now. We've already sailed down this path so far.
I love them both.
Yeah, I do too. One's like
Brett was definitely nice to me like day one at like ROM 7.
So nice, yeah.
Such a nice
He's
dude.
like probably one of the greatest hosts of all time too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we basically it's like Jude's like Greasy's like an anime protagonist.
Yes,
and
he is.
Brett is like the quirky friend.
Yes.
He plays Luigi. He's like the quirky, really nice guy that everybody likes. Think
Joey Wheeler, but less abrasive.
From
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I was gonna say like maybe like Sako or Bolin from like the Avatar
From Avatar
series.
Korra, yeah.
I think he's kind of like that.
He's definitely like kind of goonish.
Really,
but, like,
really nice guy, pretty funny. He's there to like have a good time. I'm playing
Yeah.
Luigi with my friends. It's cool, you know.
Yeah. Mega chill dude for
Wow,
sure.
and Luigi able to make it to the cloud.
I've like never seen Luigi get on Randall like that.
It's so hard.
Oh, he should be going. Oh wow, another Randall. Like Randall is just interfering right now.
I think he could have down aired him right there.
He could have.
Oh.
See, there's that down tilt.
Yeah, he used the slant of the stage to get the down tilt very, very low.
I call that the Sizz down tilt because it murdered me a lot in my early career. Okay. He wasn't quite on the lip there. If he was on the lip, I think he would have hit him with that down tilt. Like, he just had to be a little bit more forward.
Yeah, we can see the game plan from Greasy. He's still sticking to it, and it's working very well. Brett keeps trying to like counter it by coming way in, but he's getting sliced just a little too much.
Absolutely.
And Greasy's just really pushing Marth's advantage in the matchup. He has a sword. All Luigi has is a big nose.
This is definitely one of Luigi's worst, in my opinion. So it's good for Brett that it's one of his best matchups because honestly,
it's really hard.
It's really hard.
But it's difficult for Marth to make it hard.
Yes.
Right?
You definitely need to know the matchup. It's similar to Fox where it's like not as easy and intuitive as Falco, but once you learn it, it's preposterous for Luigi. It gets really hard.